Coco Gauff just dropped a headline-grabbing announcement that has the entire sports world buzzing. And the WTA? Yeah, they definitely didn't see this one coming. Stick around because what just went down is huge and you won't want to miss a single detail. So here's the scoop. Coco Gauff, America's tennis phenom and one of the most electrifying athletes on the planet today, just inked what could easily be the most lucrative brand deal of her career with none other than Mercedes-Benz. And we're not talking about your average everyday sponsorship here. This is a bold, industry-shaking move that's sending shockwaves across tennis and way beyond. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, okay, another star athlete lands a car deal, big deal. But hold up, there's a lot more under the surface. Trust me, by the time we break this down, you'll see exactly why this partnership is massive, not just for Coco, but for the future of tennis, endorsements, and how brands pick their faces. Let me lay it out for you. First up, let's address the elephant in the room, the cash. Industry insiders are estimating this deal is somewhere between a jaw-dropping $25 and $30 million per year. Yep, you heard me right, 25 to 30 million annually. Let that number sink in. For an athlete still early in her career, that's just insane. These are figures that put Coco in a tier league of endorsements few athletes even dream of reaching at their peak. To put it in perspective, this money rivals deals for some of the biggest names in sports. This isn't a simple sponsorship. Mercedes-Benz is signaling loud and clear that Coco Gauff is worth every single penny of that investment. But here's where it gets even juicier and honestly a bit controversial. Aryna Sabalenka currently sits at the top of the women's tennis rankings. She's dominating every tournament, playing the best tennis of her life and commanding respect with every match. Her presence is fierce, her game unmatched, and by all traditional metrics, she's the #1 player on the planet. So the big question everyone's asking, why didn't Mercedes pick the world #1? Why Coco Gauff over Aryna Sabalenka? Is this a subtle snub, or is there a strategy behind it? Buckle up, because the reasoning is way more calculated than most realize. Mercedes-Benz put out an official statement that gives us a huge clue. They said, and I quote, "We are thrilled to welcome Coco Gauff as our brand ambassador. She embodies excellence, youth, and perseverance, qualities that align perfectly with our vision for the future." Notice what they highlighted: excellence, youth, perseverance. Not best player, not #1 ranked, not most dominant right now. This is about the long game. Mercedes is betting big on Coco Gauff as a face of their brand for years to come. Now, let's step back and really look at who Coco Gauff is and why she's become such a monumental figure in sports. Remember back in 2019 when she was just 15? 15! She stepped onto Wimbledon's center court and stunned the world by defeating the legendary Venus Williams. Fans, analysts, and everyone stopped in their tracks. Here was a teenager, calm, poised, and fearless, with a killer instinct rarely seen in someone so young, taking down one of tennis's all-time icons. It was a moment that went way beyond just tennis. That single match shot Coco Gauff into the global spotlight almost instantly, and she hasn't slowed down since. She's only grown stronger, sharper, and more influential with every passing year. But here's the thing, what makes Coco truly remarkable isn't just her game on the court, it's everything she stands for as a person and as a cultural icon. She's a symbol of hope, grit, perseverance, and breaking barriers that have long existed in tennis. As a young black woman in a sport historically dominated by privileged players, Coco has become a genuine trailblazer and a beacon of inspiration for millions worldwide, especially young people of color who can now see themselves at the very top. And that's exactly the play Mercedes-Benz is making with this partnership.
They're not just hunting for someone who can collect trophies and titles. Sure, that's impressive, but they want someone who can inspire generations, connect authentically with tomorrow's consumers, and reach audiences they've struggled to engage for years. Let's keep it real. Mercedes-Benz has been trying to crack the American market for a while now, especially among younger, more diverse buyers who will define the future of luxury car sales. They're up against fierce competition from American-made electric vehicles, Tesla being a giant, plus other luxury brands that already resonate with younger audiences. So bringing Coco on board isn't just a sponsorship, it's a calculated strategic masterstroke designed to completely reshape their image in the US market. Coco's influence on young Black Americans is undeniable and powerful. She's evolved into more than a tennis player. She's a full-blown cultural icon, representing progress, diversity, inclusion, and the changing landscape of sports and entertainment. For Mercedes, partnering with Coco opens doors to communities and demographics that have long been underrepresented in their campaigns. This isn't just about selling luxury cars, it's about signaling that their brand represents something bigger, something meaningful, something that aligns with where culture is heading. And if you think I'm exaggerating Coco's impact or her ability to move the needle for brands, let me drop a concrete example. New Balance. Remember when Coco signed with them? Within just a year, sales skyrocketed in ways nobody expected. Coco-branded shoes and merch flew off shelves because young consumers couldn't get enough. Everything she touched turned into gold. Mercedes is banking on the same magic happening again. If they can capture even a slice of that New Balance success with their cars, especially the youth-focused and electric models, they'll cement themselves as the luxury brand for the next generation. That's massive, and it could totally redefine their North American market position. This partnership is more than a deal. It's where luxury, youth culture, diversity, and social impact collide. Mercedes found someone who genuinely embodies the future, relatable, progressive, authentic, and poised to become a global household name for decades to come. They're going all in, betting that Coco's star power, influence, and cultural relevance will not only drive car sales, but also completely cement their brand with a new generation of consumers who care about innovation, diversity, representation, and social impact. So yeah, while Sabalenka may be sitting at #1 on the WTA rankings today, Mercedes is playing the long game. They saw someone with unmatched cultural clout, massive sway over the demographics that matter most for their future, and the ability to genuinely embody values that align perfectly with where the brand wants to go. This isn't about tennis rankings or who just won the latest Grand Slam. It's about cultural influence, staying power, and authentic connection. And right now, nobody in tennis carries more of that than Coco Gauff. This deal is only the beginning of what's shaping up to be a fascinating journey. It's going to be incredible to watch how Mercedes leverages Coco's influence to completely transform their brand strategy, especially in the US where they need it the most. One thing is crystal clear, the WTA and the entire tennis world just got a wake-up call. Coco Gauff isn't just a tennis star anymore. She's a global brand powerhouse, a bona fide cultural icon, and this Mercedes-Benz partnership proves it beyond any doubt. So, what do you think about this monumental deal? Did Mercedes make the right move, or should they have gone with the world #1? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe.